Nigeria studying communications and nursing. I'm in the United States and I've been here for years. I have sickle cell anemia. I'm a sickler, which was diagnosed when I was a few months old, and I've been a sickler ever since then. Sickle cell it's an illness that happens in the bone. It affects the bone, it affects the marrows, and affects every part of your joints and your blood and everything. And it's a sickness that cannot be cured. It's not medically certain that it can be cured, although it can through a bone marrow transplant, which is like a 50-50 chance right now. Also, but it can be contained, it can be taken care of. Sickle cell is not deadly, but it is deadly. In the mean, how I mean is that it's not deadly. It's because it's not contagious. It doesn't require much stuff. You just have to know the basics to be able to contain it. And with that, you can literally live with it. I've lived with it for years now, and I'm still living. I'm shining. Don't I look good? It mainly affects us in our bones, in our joints, the whole hands, and sometimes it affects people, how they look, their stature, how they walk, how sometimes their stomach, sometimes when you see people with sickle cell, and sometimes when you see people with sickle cell, you don't know. Like me, sometimes when people see me, and probably when I tell them, oh, I'm a sickler, they'll be like, are you really a sickler? Because you don't look it. That's because of the way you contain it. It can be contained. The way you contain it, what you do, your do's and don'ts. Because being a sickler, you have to have a do's and don'ts, which is basically what every other illness has. For a sickler, the do's is that you have to always be hydrated, drink a lot of water, avoid stress, avoid emotional stress, any kind of stress, emotional stress, physical stress, any kind of stress whatsoever, avoid it. Also, you avoid cold environments, too cold environments and too hot environments. Being a sickler is all about being neutral in every aspect. The food you eat, your environment, the water you drink, everything, your whole life has to be on a neutral basis. And the don'ts of being the sickle cell is everything I just mentioned. Do not stress yourself, do not avoid stress, avoid emotional stress, whatever stress. And the do's is be hydrated, be in a calm, neutral environment, and you will see you would live long. And most importantly, you have to always go to the doctor. Visit your healthcare, your sickle cell doctor. You take your medications on a regular basis as prescribed by the doctor. And anytime you're having a little effect of crisis, because there's something we call crisis. Crisis is something that happens in the joint when the blood clots together. Whenever you're having a crisis, the pain is really bad. The way the pain feels is probably when you fall from a building and you fall, you keep falling, that's how the pain is severe. And whenever you have a little slight pain, please visit a doctor immediately. Do not let it escalate. So when you do all this, you contain it. I've been living with sickle cell for years now. I have a job, I go to school, and I'm still living. Guys, being a sickle cell doesn't mean being living or the end of the world. I don't know if I should say it's a privilege, because I've lived, I'm living. I learned it, and honestly, God has been faithful. God has been really faithful. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me. Please like and share to everybody out there, and please, whatever you are going through, it's not the end of the world. It is not. Okay, like and share my YouTube channel. Thank you. Remain blessed. Bye.